Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Muhammad Daniel Hakim bin Ghazi, and today I will be presenting my self-reflection based on Chapter 6 Marketing for Digital Workers and Chapter 7 Digital Workers Career Management. I choose these two chapters because they are closely related to my experience throughout this semester. Besides learning in class, I also participated as one of the organizing committee members for the Digital Workforce Empowering AI and Personal Branding via LinkedIn program, and gain experience through bidding and design contests on several crowdsourcing platforms. Through these experiences, I realized that preparing for the digital workforce is not only about learning theories but also about applying them in real situations. In this presentation, I will share what I learned and how these experiences have changed my perspective. I choose Chapter 6 and Chapter 7 because this topic had the biggest impact on me. Before taking this subject, I thought getting good grades was enough to prepare for a career. However, I realized that employers also value personal branding, communication skills, adaptability, and continuous learning. What made this chapter meaningful was that I could connect what I learned in my class with my own experience. This helped me understand how this concept can be applied in the real world. One of the most memorable experiences I had this semester was joining the Digital Workforce Empowering AI and Personal Branding via LinkedIn program as a part of the Technical Logistics and Bureau. Since the program was conducted through Google Meet, my responsibility was to monitor the online session and make sure everything ran smoothly. Although I was mainly handling technical matters, I also learned a lot from the speaker. I realized that LinkedIn is more than just a platform to search for jobs. It is also a place to build a professional profile and expand our network. I also learned how ChatGPT can be used responsibly to improve resumes and organize ideas. This experience showed me that learning can happen both inside and outside the classroom. Another valuable experience was participating in job bidding and design contests using Freelancer, Upwork, Fiverr, Guru, and LinkedIn. Before this, I did not really understand how freelancing platforms work. After trying them myself, I realized that building a good profile, preparing a portfolio, and communicating professionally are just as important as having technical skills. One challenge I faced was the high level of competition. There were many experienced freelancers competing for the same opportunity. At first, I felt nervous, but I realized that every bid and every contest was a chance to learn and improve. This experience gave me a better understanding of how the digital freelancing industry works and motivated me to continue developing my skills. From all these experiences, I developed several important skills. I improved my digital literacy by learning how to use LinkedIn, AI tools, and crowdsourcing platforms more effectively. I also strengthened my communication and critical thinking skills because I needed to understand different platforms and think about how to present myself professionally. Most importantly, I learned the value of personal branding, professional networking, and continuous learning. I believe these skills will not only help me in my studies but also prepare me for my future career. Throughout this semester, I realized that my way of thinking about career preparation has changed a lot. Before this, I believed that getting good grades was enough to prepare for a successful career. However, after attending the Digital Workforce program and experiencing bidding and design contests, I realized that employers and clients also value communication skill, professionalism, adaptability, and personal branding. Another important lesson I learned is that learning should never stop. The digital world changes very quickly, so I need to keep improving myself to stay relevant. Overall, these experiences made me more confident and motivated to prepare for my future career. Looking ahead, I want to continue applying what I have learned taught throughout this semester. My first goal is to improve my LinkedIn profile by adding my achievement, leadership experience, and skills so that it reflects my professional identity. I also want to continue learning about AI tools and use them responsibly to improve my productivity. Besides that, I hope to join more programs and projects that can strengthen my portfolio and give me more practical experience. Most importantly, I want to continue learning, improve both my technical and soft skills, and become better prepared for the digital workforce. Overall, I really enjoy this subject because it introduces many useful topics that are relevant to today's digital workforce. However, I think there are a few ways to make the learning experience even better. I would recommend inviting more industry professionals to share their experiences so students can gain practical insight. I also think more hands-on activity such as improving LinkedIn profile, building portfolio, and using AI tools would help students apply what they have learned more effectively. Finally, including more Malaysian case studies would make the lessons even more relatable for students. In conclusion, this subject has given me a better understanding of how to prepare myself for the digital workforce. Through Chapter 6 and Chapter 7, my experience in the digital workforce empowering AI and personal branding via LinkedIn program, and my participation in bidding and design contests, I learned that career success depends on more than academic achievement. It also requires continuous learning, personal branding, communication skill, professionalism, and the willingness to adapt to change. This experience have motivated me to keep improving myself and become more prepared for the future career opportunities. Thank you very much for your attention. That's conclude for my presentation, and Assalamualaikum.